To the Action News 5 digital desk. Well, it's tax season and April 15th is approaching. It's still a few months off, but you got to get your taxes ready, your forms ready, and be ready for, seeing what the government's going to take from you, or perhaps you get some stuff back. Let's bring in a tax expert, Lisa Greene-Lewis, CPA, tax expert for TurboTax, joining us on the digital desk. Lisa, I appreciate you being here. Can you tell us maybe some new things for 2024 that we should be aware of when it comes to tax season? Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, so the first one I want to highlight is inflation adjustments. So they're adjusted every year, but for tax year 2023, they were adjusted the most we've seen in decades, about 7%. So that's really going to help tax filers because one of them is the standard deduction, and about 90% of tax filers take that deduction. So if you're single, it went up to $13,850. Married filing jointly, it's $27,700. Then there's the Inflation Reduction Act. A lot of those provisions really kick in this for tax year 2023, and those were expansions of energy efficient credits. So energy efficient credits for your home as well as electric vehicles. And then the next one I want to highlight, it's not new, but it has to do with the COVID relief provisions going away. Last season, they did go away. And so people were saying they saw lower refunds. And some of those provisions, like the child tax credit, they're still available. So I just want to highlight that. But they did go back to pre-COVID amounts. So child tax credit was up to $3,600. It went back to up to $2,000 for each dependent child.
I want to go back to what you mentioned, and by the way, thank you. Those are some great tips. You mentioned something about getting some credit for energy efficient home aspects. Can you talk a little bit about where people can get into or get money back from energy efficient homes?
Yes. So if you put energy efficient, for instance, windows in your home, you can get up to $1,200 credit on your taxes for those. And it was $500. So it's gone up. And also before the expansion in the law, it was a $500 lifetime credit. So that was it. But now they got rid of the lifetime aspect. And so you can get $1,200 a year on that credit. And then also there's an additional $2,000 for heat pumps.
Heat pumps, okay. What else? Where the most mistakes are made when it comes to people doing their taxes every year?
I would say waiting until the last minute to do your taxes, because when you wait till the last minute, you can leave something out. So a form that reports income, and also, forms or receipts that have expenses that can be deductible. And then also, there's some missed credits and deductions that people miss every year. The IRS reports every year about 1 out of 5 people miss the earned income tax credit. And that's also one that was adjusted for inflation. For a family with 3 kids, it's $7,430.
And tell us again about the earned income tax credit, how that works and who qualifies.
Yeah, so it's a credit and you have to be working. So you can have an employer or be self-employed. And it's based on your income, and it's usually lower to moderate income earners can get this credit. And then depending on your income, and also the credit goes up depending on how many kids you have.
Okay, that's good to know. Lisa, valuable advice here. Anything else you want to share with our viewers? We have thousands of people that watch us each and every day here on the digital desk. Anything else?
Yes, I was just going to share, if people need help with their taxes, they can come to TurboTax and they can fully hand their taxes over to our TurboTax Live experts and meet with them virtually, or new this year, they can meet with a local pro in their area.
Okay, Lisa Greene-Lewis, CPA, tax expert for TurboTax. We appreciate you coming on the Digital Desk and really kind of shedding some light on what people need to watch for this tax season. Lisa, thank you.
Thank you for having me.